So, like, Mahomes lost one by wide margin. 40 to 22 is terrible.
Well,
what
did he lose to the Bucs, though?
He lost.
So, Brady
Brady
lost to the Giants 17-14. Giants again 21-17. And then the Eagles 41-33.
So he lost by 3, 4, and 8.
Yeah. And the rest of the games he won, obviously. He's 7-3 in the Super Bowl. I don't know if there's a bigger black guy on Mahomes' career than that one. That was an embarrassment for Patrick Mahomes. And this really kills his outlook, even to the common fan.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the best quarterback of all time. Because this is gonna be the same thing like the LeBron thing. Well, LeBron never got swept in the finals or never, whatever. It's gonna be the same thing. Is that Brady went to Super Bowls and when he lost close.
Yeah.
Mahomes went to Super Bowls and he lost huge, blown out, not even on the same level as the Eagles.
Yeah.
Then when he went against Tampa and Tom,
Yes.
outclassed. So you have one where you couldn't beat the said GOAT, and two where you get outclassed. I don't think those two things and where you want to get and the conversation of are you the greatest of all time, those do not help you at all. I think he's going to be right up there above Manning, above Montana. I don't think, even if he wins two more.
So he's above Montana then? Because Montana went 4 for 4 the Super Bowls. So if that's your point.
Well, he has
what do
3
you do
right
about
now.
Montana?
I could see him winning one more, but he has 3 right now.
But right now, though, is he above Montana?
Yeah.
How then?
For sure.
He went 4 for 4. You just said this whole thing about how Brady lost by big in the Super Bowl. Montana never lost in the Super Bowl. Sorry, how Brady lost by a little bit in the Super Bowl.
Mahomes has 3.
Montana went 4 for 4.
Well, Mahomes is 5 for 3. So not
3 for 5.
3 or 5. Yeah, I would still take Mahomes. I think.
Yeah.
Better numbers in the season, better more MVPs. It's just different. Like when you're doing these great talks, like Mahomes,
And Mahomes is only 29.
yeah.
So
But you can't project like, well, he's going to win.
No,
you don't know that.
I would take Mahomes in a heartbeat
Yeah,
over Joe Montana.
I would too.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Not even a question.
Let's be honest. How much have you seen?
I would take heartbeat.
Montana
I would take him over Peyton Manning. I watched all of Peyton Manning.
I'm just saying, like, if you're going to make the argument that, well, Tom Brady, when he lost, he barely lost. And that's why, that's a huge black guy on Mahomes that he got blown out twice. Well, Montana never lost in the Super Bowl. He went 4 for 4. I'm just trying to play. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate here, but it's just it gets more interesting when you start to see it that way. Does it change it for you that Brady lost 5 times in the playoffs by double digits?
I think his 7 championships kind of overwhelm everybody.
But does it soften the blow of like Mahomes losing twice by big? Because we like to think that Brady was just never denied in the playoffs. He lost 5 times by double digits.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Brady's still the GOAT. I think
it's the GOAT too, but I'm saying, does it soften the blow?
No.
Like, really?
No,
so
not at all.
Here's where I am. Like, I kind of felt how you did when it first happened. Like, oh, it's gonna be really hard for him to get back in the GOAT conversation. But then you look at Brady's career. He lost 5 times by double digits in the playoffs.
So you're saying
not even making it to the playoffs.
So you're saying Mahomes still has a chance at the greatest of all
I'm saying
time.
it's definitely. I'm saying we're overreacting right now because it just happened.
Oh, I have in no way am I saying that Mahomes doesn't have a chance to be the GOAT still. It's a loss. It's a loss. He's 29.
It's definitely a hit.
It's a hit.
But let's not pretend that Brady never did that.
Yeah, it's just I think
he never did it in a Super Bowl.
I think it hurts them more because, like you said, it's just such a bad loss. Such a bad loss.
Yeah.
And why it hurts more. I was actually going to bring up, honestly, I think it hurts Andy Reid's chances.
Well, let's stay on Mahomes for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
We're going to go to Reid, and we're going to go to Kelsey as well.
But yes, I do think it does put a bigger hit on him right now because of how bad it was.
I think he took the biggest hit for sure. But I think as time goes on and we see the whole history of the NFL, not just what happened a couple days ago, I think it's going to be less. Because when I saw that, okay, Brady lost by 2 touchdowns or by at least double digits 5 times in the playoffs. Maybe we're overreacting just a little bit. This is definitely a hit on his career for sure.
Yeah.
But maybe I think in some people's minds, okay, you can't be the GOAT. You're done. That's just it's too much.
I don't know.
People are prisoners of the moment right now.
Brady has all the playoff stats. He has 7 rings. He has the longevity. I think he has so much going for him. Mahomes needs to do a lot in my mind to even touch.
Oh, he needs to do a lot even right now. But I'm saying like Brady won 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and he played until he was 42.
Won 7 out of 10. Mahomes is just 3 out of 5. Mahomes still needs to go. He needs to go 5-1 to match Brady right now.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's not.
This isn't like who's going to be the GOAT one day in 15 years. I'm saying down the road, this won't be as big a blemish as we're making it right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I see your point. Like you're talking about like 10 years from now when he's. I mean,
when we're having this conversation, let's say Mahomes stays on the same track. So in the first 5 years, he's gone 3 for 5. If the next 5 years he goes another 3 for 5, he ends up 6 for 10, one less than Brady. I don't know if you're able to point back at this one, or if it say he matches Brady, just so we can do apples to apples. Say he matches Brady. I don't know if we're going to point back to this game and be like, well, you got blown out that one Super Bowl. Because then we could look back at Brady and be like, well, he lost by double digits 5 times.
I think the only thing they will think about though, because they're comparing championships, is they're not going to look at the playoff wins where he did. You should, but they're not going. They're just going to go champion for championship and see who had the worst losses. That's what.
Yeah, I
think
think
such a weird random thing to do though.
No, I think this will hurt him.
It definitely will hurt him, but like it just.
It will.
Then how do you explain Brady losing 5 times to double digits? How does that not hurt Brady worse? He lost 5 times.
Because Brady's accomplishments overwhelm those
at the end of the road. But I'm saying, what if at the end of the road Mahomes matches those accomplishments?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he can. Look, I'm not.
Going in circles here. If he matches the accomplishments, because you're saying, well, right now, right now, Brady has a finished career. Mahomes has played for 5 years. If at the end of the road, they have the same kind of stats, but I don't think you'll be able to point back to this and be like, well, they have the same or similar stats, but Mahomes did get blown out in that one Super Bowl.
This doesn't help him.
Okay.
It's a hard conversation to have. We don't know.
No, and then he lost to Brady straight up.
Yeah.
So I don't think even if he matches him, it'll be. He needs 8 Super Bowls.
Yeah. So he, in my opinion, he definitely has to pass Brady to become the GOAT.
Yeah, because like you lost Brady straight up 1v1. Yeah. Like that cannot be over. And this is another black guy on that. So it's just gonna pile. I don't think this hurts him.
To defend Holmes a little bit more, I already said the Brady thing 5 times, double digits. The second thing, Mahomes has had to do way more to win these first couple championships than Brady did. If you look at the stat, it's not even close. Like Mahomes has had to do way more. That's when people this year were like, well, the defense has carried him. Well, defense carried Tom too. Let's not have revisionist history. We did that with Michael Jordan. Like, oh, Michael Jordan did all himself. And then when we got older, we realized, like, oh, Scottie Pippen was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we try to paint that Patriots dynasty like, wow, Tom Brady was Superman every year. No, he wasn't. He was smart. He took care of the football, and he was clutch.
I see what you're saying. I see what he's saying. He's saying to give more credit to the supporting cast. And Brady's supporting cast he's saying is better than.
I was saying Mahomes had to do more in his first couple championship years than Brady. That's not an opinion. That's just a fact. Go look on Google. That's not a hard
more like
thing.
As far as like what?
More like how much he had to do in the offense. How much he had to go and win games. Go look at the first couple years of Brady. He barely. He didn't throw for more than like 30 touchdowns till the year before Randy Moss got there.
I don't know. That's
not an opinion. Go Google.
I know what you're saying, but I'm never gonna. That's not gonna be.
See, this is the problem with this. This is what people do with the people they grew up with. They like hold them on this pedestal, like, oh no, I just can't get.
Is your argument that Brady's not the GOAT, or what are you trying to?
No, see, that's the problem. You try to like reach these conclusions. Of what I'm saying. Just hear what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, I could tell because I never said anything about Brady's not the GOAT. I'm saying we need to like look back on this with like honesty, like because you're saying like, oh, it's not a contest. Brady's gonna be the guy.
Yeah,
like it is what it is. No, well, let's look at the whole picture here.
Okay.
Mahomes had to do more. In so far, if they like up into this point of both their careers, Mahomes had to do much more than Brady had to do at this point.
Yeah,
that's not an opinion. That's a fact. Go look at numbers.
I don't know what you mean like do more.
You don't know what the quarterback does in the football team?
Brady had to do just the same. Both guys.
Bring up the numbers. God damn. Bring up the numbers. What Brady did the first couple of years of his career and what Mahomes did. It is not even close.
You want to compare just the Super Bowl wins or like what he did in the Super Bowl?
What he did for that team.
Okay.
Who he was to that team.
I got you.
Like Brady was just he was clutch, and he was careful with the football, but he leaned on a great defense. He leaned on great coaching, and that's how he won his first couple Super Bowls. Not picking at his greatness. But let's just be honest here. Like Mahomes had to do a lot more so far. Go ahead.
We'll go for his first 3 years in the NFL. So Brady he had 18 touchdowns to 12 interceptions his first year. He
won the Super Bowl that year.
Okay.
Okay.
And 2,800 passing yards.
2,800 passing yards. Okay, good.
After that, 3,700 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 14 interceptions.
Okay.
I don't think did they win the Super Bowl that year?
I don't remember.
Did he go? I don't know if he went back to back.
I don't remember.
The year after that, 2003, he had 3,600 passing yards, 23 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. So it went down the year after that.
So he has yet to win a Super Bowl, yet to throw for 30 touchdowns yet.
Nothing yet, all 3 years he had 12 or more interceptions.
Mahomes' first 3 years, 26-11, 3,900 yards. Second year, 4,100 yards. Sorry, I'm doing it backwards. 2017. First year as a starter, 2018. 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. His first year in the league. Brady's first year was 18-12.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when we had to do more. He had to throw 50 touchdowns. Brady threw 18. Like, it's not like an opinion. Mahomes had to do more. They relied on Mahomes more than the Patriots relied on Brady. It's not an opinion.
Well,
50 to 18.
Well, you still had to win the game. You're just talking that.
Absolutely, they both did.
I see.
But there's context to how those teams won.
Whatever you're saying, I
think,
do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how else I did numbers. What else do you need to understand?
I think the bigger picture that Joey's
Draw him a
saying,
picture.
The bigger picture that he's referring to is that the door is not shut on Mahomes being the GOAT. He still has
All
a
I'm
chance.
saying.
That's all.
People are overreacting.
I think it's for me it's shut. But we go ahead.
That's crazy to shut the door on Mahomes after going 3 for 5 to start his career.
Yep.
That's you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Well,
that's
I guess
crazy.
we'll have this conversation in 10 years from now and see where we're at.
Yeah, well,
we'll see.
It doesn't matter because you shut the door at year 5.
If you even if
Jesus Christ,
even if he wins 5, like you're still not the greatest yet, because he didn't beat Brady 101.
That's crazy. Because you didn't beat God.
So just to confirm, Angel, you would put him in as the GOAT if he beats.
It's already done. Mahomes can't do anything to get
He
it
needs to win 8 championships.
So he'd have to
8 Super Bowls.
He has to win.
So you're
8
backtracking then. It is open still.
Okay, it's not open. He needs to win 8, which is not going to happen. So yeah, it's closed.
Oh, okay,
if he does, it'd be a fucking miracle.
How can he not win 8?
He needs
to
to
win 5 more.
Okay, we'll see when he wins his 8. Okay, we'll see.
This is gonna be an interesting conversation.
Can't win 5. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just say it's not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Like this. What? I don't understand. Like, how can you just say nope? It's done. Mahomes could never. Like, it's not gonna happen. Never gonna be the GOAT. The conversation's over.
I think Angel, he's saying it's most likely not. He's not gonna win. Most likely another 5 championships.
Yeah.
That's not what he said.
I think
Brady's not. Sorry. He needs to win 8, and I don't think he's gonna win 5.
Yeah.
5 more. So
yeah,
that's incredible. If he does, and I'm like, okay, well, I was wrong.
Yeah, being the GOAT is incredible, but like
Brady he went 7. 7 championships and all the playoff stats and all the playoff records, all the regular season records, and it's gonna be. I know Mahomes isn't done with his career yet, so we'll see at the end of it. But we're not seeing Mahomes put up crazy numbers this year, or last year, or the year prior to that. He had one crazy year, 50 touchdowns, and then he's gone to like 28, 29, 30 to like 14 to 10.
Sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because 3 years ago, he threw for 41 touchdowns and 12 interceptions.
So this year, 26-11. Last year, 27-14. That's not crazy.
So both of the things that you're saying are not crazy. Brady won Super Bowls when he had less numbers than that. Like you're having 2 different standards for these guys. Like 26-11 and 27-14. Those are both better years than years that Brady won a Super Bowl. And 3 years ago, he threw for 41-12.
Listen. You're.
This is what I'm talking about. By the way, 5,200 yards that year. I just don't know what he needs to. Like,
I don't know why. Like
people just shut. That's what I'm saying. People saw the game the other day, and they're just overreaction. I'm shutting the door on this.
Shut. He needs to win.
Made.
He needs to win 5 more championships.
Wild.
We need to
move on.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk
conversation.
This is a great conversation.
Yeah.
In another 5 years, though, I'm coming for your ass.
Okay, well, all right, we'll see.
We gotta talk Andy Reid and Bill Belichick here.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'll let you go.
Who needed more help? Let's see.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what your criteria is because it like changes. Like, is it rings? Is it numbers? I don't know what it is.
Well, both of them have they're on Brady's side. So Brady.
What do you mean?
Rings and numbers. Brady has the rings. Brady
okay, you realize one has finished their career and one is like not 30 years old yet, right?
We'll see if Mahomes.
You want to look at their numbers up to this age in their career?
We'll see when it's all done.
Okay, you could say that, but don't compare Brady's finished career against Mahomes' career right now. That makes no sense.